good hands.
There goes the
still
head check.
Still a few alterations being made here to Diamond Field. The 10-year-old, former Inter-Dominion winner, as Neil said before.
Yes, in fact, we're 2 minutes behind here. We're 2 minutes after start time here at Moonee Valley. And we're taking after Adelaide here.
Just hang on, I'll get this phone call here from South Australia.
360 now for Diamond Field. It's trimming right up all the time. Let's head up to Dan. Yes, nearly 90,000 in the wind pool. Dan, give us all the action.
And they're racing now. Away they go. Baltic Prince was a little bit slow to begin. Diamond Field began well off his 50-metre handicap. And they're all trotting at this stage. Western G will lead out Serena here. Third position held by Lauries Legacy. A clear margin to Kaz getting to fourth. About 8 metres away, Tom Trevina on the inside of Keystone Zuma. Then Speeding Fine outside of Prince of Kuma. 4 or 5 metres Butler's Credit. Similar gap then to Baltic Prince. About 12 metres to Homer Hawk. About 8 metres to Crystal Sunset, and about 3 or 4 metres away Diamond Field. Still got to be 40 metres off the lead. They work into the straight, a bit over 3 laps to go, and Western G has them running a fair way from home. It led 4 or 5 metres. In second position, Lauries Legacy, about 6 or 7 metres away Kaz on the outside of Serena. And then Tom Trevina, 4 back on the inside. Around it, Keystone Zuma. Now Baltic Prince, 3 wide around it, Stablemate Speeding Fine. And Prince of Kuma's on the rails. And then Butler's Credit, about 8 metres to behind it, Homer Hawk. 5 metres to Diamond Field, and then Crystal Sunset. And there's Melpark Maid. She's obviously missed it or galloped shortly after the start, and she's now tailed off as they head into the back now, and they've still got a fair way to go. And Western G, the leader, 2.5 laps out. Sulky's length in the lead from Lauries Legacy, about 6 metres away Kaz, followed by Serena fourth. Now making a move, Baltic Prince, 3 wide around Keystone Zuma, and then Tom Trevina on the inside of Speeding Fine. Prince of Kuma on the rails. Butler's Credit, it's outside, about 5 metres to Homer Hawk, and Diamond Field tacking on. He's still got to be 25 metres off the lead. Now about 8 metres behind him was Crystal Sunset, and Melpark Maid has tailed off at the rear. As they work into the straight, a bit over 2 to go, and Western G is leading from Lauries Legacy. Now Baltic Prince has taken a little while to get around the field, but now strides up to third on the outside of Serena, and they were followed by Kaz, who's now 1 out 1 back. Over on its inside was Tom Trevina, followed by Keystone Zuma in the running line. Prince of Kuma 5 back on the rails, and then Speeding Fine, followed by Butler's Credit, Homer Hawk, Diamond Field. About 5 metres to Crystal Sunset, and Melpark Maid is tailed right off as they head to the back now, and Western G is the leader. Western G leading 3 or 4 metres. Lauries Legacy in second spot. A similar gap away third, Serena on the inside of Baltic Prince, and then Kaz 1 out 1 back around Tom Trevina. Keystone Zuma racing outside Prince of Kuma, and then came Speeding Fine. Butler's Credit tracked up by Homer Hawk, Diamond Field and Crystal Sunset, and Melpark Maid a long last. Lead time 2:15.8, and Western G a clear leader working off the back. At the 1300, Western G led 4 metres, Lauries Legacy. 4 metres away, Baltic Prince, who's worked pretty hard. It's racing third without cover. On the inside, Serena. Kaz has had a nice run. It's 1 out 1 back at the moment, running fifth, followed by Tom Trevina. Next on the outside, Keystone Zuma, Prince of Kuma 5 back the inside from Speeding Fine. Then Butler's Credit, Homer Hawk, Diamond Field starting a long run, but still 20 metres off the lead. Last of the main body of the field, Crystal Sunset, and Melpark Maid tailed off. First quarter 31.9, they've got a lap to go, and Diamond Field from the tail of the field is starting to make his move with Speeding Fine pulling out in front of him. So a few moves coming now, and Western G goes to the 800, leading Lauries Legacy on its back second. Without cover, Baltic Prince third, and then came Serena 3 back on the inside of Kaz. Tom Trevina 4 back the rails. Keystone Zuma the centre, Speeding Fine 3 wide. Now Kaz is off 3 deep. Well back Diamond Field, it's on the back of Speeding Fine. Then Butler's Credit, Prince of Kuma, Homer Hawk and Crystal Sunset are a mile back. They're 20 metres off the leader, Western G. Second quarter 32.2. Western G down the back, led 2 metres. Lauries Legacy's under the whip, got to second. Kaz is 3 wide, then Serena. Tom Trevina next. Diamond Field is still 15 metres off them, running on, got to about 7th. Off the back in 29.4. Western G joined now by Lauries Legacy. 2 metres away, Kaz. 6 metres away, Serena. Then came Tom Trevina. Diamond Field still running on from Prince of Kuma. Western G and Lauries Legacy turn together. Kaz is 3 out. Diamond Field and Tom Trevina running home hard out wide. Lauries Legacy the leader from Kaz. Diamond Field wide out trying hard. Lauries Legacy's got a break from Kaz. Lauries Legacy is going to hang on. Lauries Legacy. Lauries Legacy's beaten Kaz and wide out Diamond Field. Tom Trevina close up and then Western G. Prince of Cooma, Butler's Credit, Homer Hawk, followed by Serena, then Crystal Sunset, Speeding Fine, Keystone Zuma, Baltic Prince, and last Mel Park Maid.
Well, that's the sort of finish you'd like to see at the end of 2 miles, isn't it? Lauries Legacy here for Don Dove has got the money. I want to have a look at this to see who's actually got third. I doubt whether or not Diamond Field has got third.
Diamond Field out wide. Yeah, I'd like to have a look at the replay myself too. I think it was Tom Trevina, actually, the bolter, number 5. He might have poked his nose in there. Let's see, Lauries Legacy charging to the front now after having a lovely trip behind the leaders on the leaders' back. Kaz battling on, and Tom Trevina and Diamond Field. I think I think it's Tom Trevina actually, but we might wait. It might even be the outside.
No,
it is. The outsider's got up. 14 Diamond.
Punters on track have sorted them out. On the tote, $4.80 and $3 for number 6 is the top pick for Thomas Nitrack.
They don't have any problem getting big fields up there in Brisbane, do they?
They certainly don't. Let's go trackside. John Robbie Orban.
Yes, thank you, Rob. I do have Don Dove here with me. Congratulations, Don, in taking out this year's Chris Howe Trotters Cup, a very prestigious race for the Trotters, and Lauries Legacy's done the job for you.
Yeah, I'm very pleased with him. He really tries, and the week before last he didn't get a run. He was locked in, but he was going well. But this last week he got out and he done the job, and he's done the same this week.
Well, not often do we see a last start winner at Moonee Valley returning back and winning the following week, paying $38.20.
Yeah, again today.
Yes,
Just goes to show you we're not every punters, are we?
Don, you had a beautiful run in transit behind the leader, and Western G was running along for you, and you were able to come off the rail at the right time.
Good on you, young fella.
As we see Mr. Chris Howe in the picture.
You're looking better than ever, Chris.
Don, you had a great run in transit.
Yeah, a very good run. That's his chance of winning, and he's won, so we can't take that away from him.
You've got Missing Charm engaged in the next race. You would have been pleased with her run last week.
Yes, I was pleased with her. She pulled very hard in front, and I think that was half her undoing.
And how do you think she'll go tonight? Do you think she'll settle for you?
She's honest, and I think she'll settle. I'll try and make her anyhow.
All right, we'll maybe speaking to you in 2 races in a row. Well done, Don.
Thank you.
Don Dove with Lauries Legacy taking out this year's Chris Howe Trotters Cup.
Thank you very much, Robbie. And, well, some very happy people downstairs. And for you people sitting at home, I think Neil Donnelly still kept you alive in the quaddie.
I think we're alive.
He's in the market. They favourite on the tote. As we go up and join Danny, you can see they're $2.70, $1.60 there for number 8, Missing Charm. But just fractionally easy. But then again, nothing really has tightened up Tanya as well in the mounting out as we join Danny for this, the third leg of the quaddie.
Great card at Ballarat Tuesday. Golden Rain will be running at Ballarat, and so will Noopy Kiosk. So how is that for a draw card? That's on Tuesday. And Wednesday night, the Greg Matthews Photos Tontine Series finals of the Pacers and the Trotters. Shizamona and Noopy Kiosk will parade on that program. So some great races coming up. Set now. 6th event. Second semi-final for the Vic-bred 4-year-old mares. Ready, and they're racing now. Pretty even break. Glitz and Karingaming are both driven for speed. Glitz is trying to get around Karingaming. It's showing very good speed. Gotta be ends into third. Glitz is 3/4 of a length in front of Karingaming, and eventually is going to find the lead now. Dallasali got to third. Missing Charm very wide, but going on with it. It's now 3 out. Gotta be in will settle down. 3 back on the inside, followed by only Torado in the running line. Then Conchita, 4 back the inside of RU12. Hannah's Pride, 4th last inside Lisa Reese, as the favourite's going to go to the lead here, Missing Charm. It worked around Glitz. Now Lisa Release 3rd last, and then Takashu Lee 2nd last on the inside of Atlantic Rainbow. 2 laps to go, and Missing Charm, the leader, tried to slacken off the tempo somewhat. RU12 switches around the outside and goes up to the leader's wheel. Glitz on the leader's back. Dallas Sally 1 out 1 back, and Karingaming 3 back the inside. Then only Torado in the running line on the outside have got to be in. Hannah's Pride 5 back on the rails. Conchita on its outside. And then Lisa Release on the outside of Takashu Lee, and Atlantic Rainbow was last. Into the back now, the lead time 60.8, and Missing Charm is the leader. She's not going as quickly as she did last week. She leads a sulky's length. Glitz is on her back second, and without cover was RU12 third. Karingaming 3 back on the inside. In the running line, Dallas Sally 1 out and 1 back fifth, and then Gotta Be In racing on the inside of Only Torado, followed by Conchita outside Hannah's Pride, then Lisa Release on the outside of Takashu Lee, and Atlantic Rainbow last and 25 metres from Missing Charm. Running up to the home turn, 1,300 metres to go, and the leader as they come up towards the bend, 34-second first quarter of the last mile. Missing Charm turns into the straight to get the bell. Now here's a move, hooking out wide to make its move around the outside. Conchita, Only Torado come out in front of it, so it strides up the second. Conchita and Lisa Release from the tail of the field, they're making their moves. They've got a lap to go, and Missing Charm led on its back. Glitz. Conchita gets to second. Now Lisa Release whipping around the outside. Only Torado's now fifth, and pulling out Dallas Sally 3 wide around RU12. Karingaming's 3 back the rail, and then came Gotta Be In. Hannah's Pride pulling out 3 wide from Takashu Lee, and Atlantic Rainbow second quarter 30.6. So into the back they head. Missing Charm led 3 metres. Conchita second. Glitz on the leader's back. 3 wide now was Lisa Release, and then Only Torado. Karingaming dropped back there. Dallas Sally went around it. Hannah's Pride around RU12 3 deep, and then Gotta Be In. Atlantic Rainbow and Takashu Lee last 20 metres off Missing Charm. At the 400, Missing Charm 1.5 metres to Conchita. Lisa Release 3 out, just hanging in a shade there, and then came Glitz, followed by Only Torado. Karingaming, Dallas Sally next, and then came Gotta Be In. RU12 Atlantic Rainbow, Takashu Lee. Hannah's Pride dropped out off the back in 28.8. Missing Charm comes to the turn in front. Second Conchita, no run Glitz. Only Torado hooks out and is running on. Missing Charm 2 metres in front. Only Torado to second. Missing Charm the leader from Only Torado. Glitz getting up from the rails. It now gets to second but runs out of room, and Missing Charm wins it from Glitz. Third home was Only Torado, then Conchita. Takashu Lee running on along the rails from Karingaming. Gotta Be In. Further back RU12 Dallas Sally, and then came Hannah's Pride, Atlantic Rainbow and Lisa Release at the tail.
So boys, I can tell you at $10.90 represents tremendous value compared to what you're offering on track. Let's go trackside. Talking of it, and talk with Rob Auber.
Yes, thank you, Rob. I do have Don Dove here with me as he's about to pass the reins over. Off she goes, Missing Charm. Well done, Don. Well, we said that we might speak to 2 races in a row, and it worked out nicely for you.
Very happy.
She settled a lot better for you tonight.
They didn't come up and make a rush right from the word go, but as soon as they start to come up and make a rush, then she wants to go, and then she fights me.
She's a very highly strung mare, but got a lot of ability.
She's getting better each year. Last year she was worse, but this year she's coming a lot better all the time. So.
Is she probably a horse? I know you've tried her from the standing start. Probably the standing start conditions just allows her to settle a little bit better.
Yeah, she goes away good. She's settled there and she goes away good, but she's all right from the mobile if she don't sort of rip. Right. Sometimes she's not as bad as others. It's a typical young lady.
You'll be approaching next week's final with a lot of confidence?
No, there's good horses in it, and it'll be very hard, and I just hope I have the luck.
With the horse, with the ability of her, which is highly strung, do you do a lot of work with her during the week, or do you just try and relax her at home?
She does a lot of work. She works on her own. She does a lot of work, but she don't work with other horses. She works on her own to try and relax her, otherwise she gets too keen.
And how many horses are you working at the moment, Don?
8.
And that's enough for you, is it?
At the present, because I've got my daughter there and her husband helping me, so it's quite easy at the present. And they're going home next week. That's what I'm crook on. She owns half of her with my wife and myself. Right. So. All
right. Well, it's been a big night for you, a double,
yep.
And good luck in the final next week.
Thank you very much.
Well done, Don Dove.